guys, it's Liz with my mixed media obsession, and I am back with another unboxing. So just FYI, and the reason why I do all these unboxings is because the Crafty Me shop has tons of new designs in her trim and her laces and her bling, and the fabrics and even vintage items. So those do change on a week-to-week basis. Now that's not to say that she doesn't have repeats, but she does try to fit those in further apart from one another, and kind of offer the best variety and the best quality all at once. So that being said, I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible, but just kind of let you know what I've got. So first up, I'm actually going to do everything that is on my wooden clothespin dowels. So this is what they look like beforehand, just plain wood, super easy, super light. I use this for all of my trim that are super thin or trim that I do not have a whole lot of. I also try to use it for my metallic trim just because it seems to keep its shape once it's around something a little bit better. But yeah, so this is some of the small vintage trim that I got. It's got violet through it and then like a bronze gold, vintage gold color. Absolutely am in love with that, and I should have gotten more. There are quite a few pieces that I am going to say that on. The next one is also one of those, and that is going to be my vintage gold. The design on it is like an X design, and it is totally vintage. You can feel it and it feels vintage. It is very fragile, so you got to be careful with it, but it is absolutely beautiful in person. And this is probably my favorite. So this is just pure luxe. So in person, it looks so much better. I wish I could explain that to people. This is a vintage gold through the middle, and then it's like outlined. It almost looks like black, but I do believe it is actually another bronze kind of thread that goes through there, kind of outlines it and just makes it pop. So it's very versatile since it's just gold and kind of that bronze color, not an additional color. So it's just going to look so good, just to add an extra pizzazz and that extra oomph that you might need in your projects. Ugh, I'm having an issue trying to get that in there. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that is probably one of my new faves. Wish I could have gotten more of that. This is just some vintage beading that I got. It is not pearl. It looks like it's just almost like gold rhinestones trim, but it is vintage. This is another design. It's almost like that crisscross design of this metal, but it has a different design on it. So very cool. Kind of goes like back and forth, zigzagged almost, like, I don't know, waves. So that looks cool. It's very, very soft. So I just thought the design was unique, and I didn't have any of it. So I said, why not? Why not? This is the little baby to the large one that I got. I do not know the name of this trim, of this lace exactly. I call it eyelash trim, just because of these little dangles here. It reminds me of eyelashes. And it's a beautiful, beautiful like blush color, very blush, but I have some of that. Gorgeous in color for sure. And yeah, I just wrap these around my clothespin dowels. If anything that's, you know, again, short or I don't have much of, or metallic, things like that. So small trims, perfect for those. For my larger trims, I do use the wooden rulers. They come in a set of 120, and I do believe they're $25.99 on Amazon. I will get my Amazon set up and also put the link below. If it's not there within the next week or two, I promise I will get it on there, because I use these nonstop. every single time I get a new haul, I unload them onto this just because it's so much easier to see all my pieces. I can see the type, I can see the color, I can see if they're dangle, if they're pearls, and you can kind of gauge how much you have of that item. But what I also did is I put them in a basket. So kind of a command hook, and just put it on my wall. And I got these beautiful baskets. They're like 8 1/4 tall by 5 inches wide, and then I have some bigger ones as well. But that's kind of how I've been storing some of my laces. Super cute on the back of the door, you name it. But it has a handle on the back so you can easily hang it. So that's what I do with my laces and trims and things like that. So I am actually going to get into all of these first, and then we can quickly go into the appliques and the fabric. So first up is some more metallic trim. I do have some lavender in this color. I'm dropping everything. I can't find it right now. But it is like a purple in the same exact trim. And the quality on it is amazing. So this color is just a beautiful teal. And I cannot get enough of it with the bronze, of course. And I'm a bronze and copper fan, so I'll pick anything up that has that in it. This is some CMS vintage lace. If you don't know about her vintage lace, basically she has it. I don't believe anybody else does. Or if other people do, then I don't know about it, and they probably don't get a whole lot. But beautiful flower design. All the detail on there. You can definitely tell that it's vintage. Beautiful, beautiful pieces. Get that back on there. All right. This is also a new design in her shop. Love the triangles. Love how it's like basically dripping down vertically. I mean, I love it. It kind of draws your eye down to the corner. So I think that's great for any crafting purposes. I just love that. And it's such a unique shape. This is some trim that I already have, and it came in regular natural white. She did hand dye this. This is a shop favorite, but everybody loves this stuff, including myself. This is a Hocus Pocus dye, which is her special blend of naturally dyed colors. Beautiful in person. These, as I said, is also a new design, so most of these will be new. And look at it's like organza in the background, and it's layered. You can cut this out just with like this flower stars. You could cut just the circles out, this part out, the scallops out. I mean, I love that. So soft. So soft. And I just can't get over when it's the vintage items. Even if she doesn't dye them, the color on them is just perfectly vintage. And I just love how that color just adds so much to any journal or project that I'm working on. I have this also, I do believe. Or it's smaller, I don't remember, but it's very close to this. So cute. Reminds me of a prize ribbon. I think I've said that on the other one. This is also like a cream color. Beautiful. All right. This one is a wide design. It is also new to me. She might have had it in the shop previously. I don't know. But like I said, I'm trying to stock up on more different items that I don't have super small trims, or, you know, the super large expensive trims that I wasn't kind of going for previously. So now that I have a pretty good stash, I am kind of trying to pick and choose, and it is so hard. It's so hard. I am just super lucky that I'm at work on Fridays now, and I can try to keep myself busy rather than stalking the Facebook page, because this girl is going to be in trouble. I mean, every Friday. I am like, it's rough, let me tell you. This is some beautiful, like, embroidered crocheted design. It is like 4 tiers. Yeah, 4 tiers. And I think you could actually cut them up and use each individual one if you wanted. This is more of a bright white. Cotton lace. Next up is some more vintage. This is linen lace, and I should have gotten more. So I think this is the most perfect material to use when you're binding your journals. It's just going to hold so well. It's very close to like a canvas material, but softer, like in a fabric option rather than a paper option. And I just love, oops, it's inside out, sorry about that. Love this linen lace. I mean, linen trim. And it is vintage as well. So I'm glad I got that. And I had that in mind to use it for the journals and binding, and at least, you know, the corners, the seam, or, you know, the spine. Sorry, I can't even talk tonight. I think that will definitely be gorgeous on all of that. And then this one is also new. Look at that. It is so oops, wrong side. So beautiful. I mean, the leaf design, yeah, and that kind of dripping vertical line again, like it was in the other trim. I think I might have actually wound these backwards. I might have to fix that. I mean, you can still see the design, but this is also super wide. It is covering my entire ruler, and my ruler is obviously 12 inches. And it is just beautiful cream color. And this is, I would just turn this into the front of the journal itself. Use it as a front, and then put something underneath of it and allow the design to kind of show through, and the color underneath that you plan on using. And yeah, I think it's going to be pretty stunning on anything that you use it on. And let's do this one. So this one is, there it is. Sorry guys. Another kind of scallop design, except it's, look at the swirls in. You could actually cut each one of these out and use them like as an applique if you wanted, or even just this middle piece right here, the circle piece, you could use that as an embellishment or whatever you wanted to do. You could use these as mini pockets on your tags, on a journal card, edging if you wanted to, obviously. I mean, the options are endless, but it is a little bit lighter than some of the others. I would say more of a natural white and not like a cream. Now I am trying to stock up on some of the black trims, appliques, and lace, just because Halloween is around the corner, and I actually plan on doing at least 2 journals. I'm hoping to do them simultaneously, just because I think it's easier to do like mass production. This is a stretchy material. You can kind of see the, oops, sorry, the ruffle. Sorry about that, guys. The ruffle a little easier if you kind of stretched out, but that is going to work awesome in that journal. I am making it for a friend, and she is like total goth, and yes, she is going to love what I have prepared, because I've also got some Tim Holtz new distress line, and then some of the ideology as well. So here's a basic tulle design with flowers and scallops at the bottom. This is also just a bright white. So it still looks good regardless. But I think when you start out with a color like this and you want to do any hand dyeing yourself, starting out with this color kind of gives you more of that true color of what you're trying to get. So that would be my suggestion. And then some French trim, also kind of a black background. It almost has like a silver shimmer, bluish kind of color to it, with bronze and gold accents with a black. Very, I don't know, kind of motif kind of looking. This is the mama to the little small little pink one. So again, I don't know exactly what kind of lace you call this, but I'm going to call it my eyelash trim. So my eyelash lace. Look at that. Sorry. Look at that. I mean, it forms a perfect V. You can do that maybe as a pocket, as a center to your journal, or you can cut it out. I mean, this is just a beautiful blush pink as well. It might be a little bit more pink than the other one, I would say. The other one might have been a little bit darker. But this is a beautiful pink color, and it's going so shabby. It's so shabby. So super stoked about that one. And these are some of the very elusive, expensive ones. Oh gosh, I can't get enough of this. And it's even more beautiful in person. It is vintage French lace, I do believe. Nope, bridal lace. With the beads, the pearls, the sequins. And I got 3 yards of this because of how beautiful it is. Like, oh. And because I could. I guess just because I could. And sometimes, you know, it feels good just because you can, doesn't it? So, I highly, highly recommend. Only, of course, if you can afford to. So, that is important. Here's another one. Look at the detail on this one. I think I actually like this one better, but the other one is, I think, more vintagey. This is more white, the other one's more cream. Just a roll of yummy goodness. Yummy goodness. I mean, jeez. I can't get over how beautiful some of these laces are. All right, so let's swap out real quick. Oops, there went my water spray bottle. All right. And then I'm going to save my favorite till last. All right, so I only got one of these, but I loved this open design just because it is so open. It is that harder lace. So just, but the design is so beautiful. Look at all the scroll work on that. It reminds me of like a cathedral, like the windows in a cathedral. That's what it reminds me of. So maybe that could go in the journal for my friend. This is silk French lace. Ah. It's also very gorgeous. I'm not doing it justice, am I? But yes, got one of those, and it is very soft and delicate. All right, some more appliques, just very simple, easy. And aren't these adorable? They're in a V shape. They are in the shape of flowers, but look at the ribbon work on this. And the colors. the colors. That's what I fell in love with, is the color on this. Colors are beautiful. So I have 2 of those. I have one of these, which is basically a large rose applique with a vine design for the leafing. Ah! I'll have to iron that or fix it. Wrap it around something, cut it out into different pieces. This was a very soft and very simplistic applique. This is a large one. Super long, but you can do so much with it. And look how you could also use this like around the journal if you wanted. And this at the bottom definitely to me is, look, it just opens up like it's wanting to be wrapped in on itself like that. But yeah, that's just me. You can do what you want with it. These, now that I have them in person, yes, I bet you can guess it. I wish I would have gotten more pockets, belly bands, fans. Turn it into a fan. Oh, that'd be so cute. Very vintage, very soft, very delicate. Great, wonderful. These came in a pair. They are just like a crocheted, embroidered on organza applique set with pearls. There's those. And here's these little minis. So she has these in multiple different colors, like a bluish white, a cream, hocus pocus dyed, black in these, purple in these. What else am I missing? Maybe pink in these, green in these. Yes, so they come in all different colors. But that beautiful teal, like seafoam green, maybe? It's definitely got a greenish tint to it. It's definitely a blue green, but I love it. Super cute. Here are some purplish appliques, flower appliques with beaded centers. They are a deep, like purple, kind of a hazy purple eggplant. This came in a set of 10. They're just so simplistic. They can go with anything, so I was like, definitely could go through 10 of those really quick. Then we have these. So I do have flowers similar to this, except they're all cream instead of gold, and they do not have little dangle pieces here, which you could remove. I think this whole thing was just kind of glued on. You could take the pin off if you wanted and just use this piece. I might do that, but really like the colors on that. Kind of a vintage gold or copper. Some fabric. This is like a canvas kind of feel fabric. It's got that green and reddish color and pink in it, and of course yellow. Beautiful design. Put that under here. Here is another green background, but more heavier with the flowers and roses flower arrangement on it. Oh, so beautiful, so beautiful. And here's more of a modern rose, not your like traditional rose, more of a watercolor kind of rose fabric. This came as this, so this sheet right here, which I am going to reuse, by the way, in my journal. Love that tissue paper. But this is just tulle that's been sewn together for like ruffle, and then a sequence line with individual beadings in between. So quite a bit of that. Really like it. Glad I got that. This is stunning fabric. It was gorgeous when she posted it. It's even better in person. So I highly recommend you trying it out. If you think it's pretty in the picture or the video when she shows it sometimes, wait till you get it home. It just shimmers. It is so pretty. And you can cut this down and use them in layers or however you wanted to do. And it's very see-through, so you can kind of see colors. You definitely can see colors through it. So it'd be great for your covers or whatever you might want to use it for. Let me fold this bad boy back up. And all right. Look at this silk. I think she said this was hand painted silk fabric. Also see-through, but absolutely stunning. It is a blue green kind of color. And now I will say that when I got this, I did think this was a light pink fabric. That's what I thought. I thought it was light pink. I do not know why. I don't know if it was just a lighting or what. But it's not white either. It is a super, super light, like not sea green, sea foam green, maybe a mint. Mint has a little bit more brightness to it, I would say. This is just super, super light pastel green, but I love it. It's super soft design, very durable. I plan on using it for covers as well, so that'll work out great. And last but not least, I'm so excited. I literally jumped up and down when I seen this in person. It is so, so pretty. So pretty. I'm so glad I got 3. I should have gotten more because I'm going to use this so much. Do you see this? It is like a waterfall of pink and gold. I could just wrap my whole table in it. Look at that. Look at this lace. Look at it just gleaming. It is shining. It is going to be so beautiful. And anything. I mean, this is a beautiful color. It is a bright pink, so it's not for those who are faint of heart, but if you wanted something a little bit more, there you go. That is more. I love that. This is definitely like not a fuchsia, but this is pure pink. Definitely pink. It's not a soft pink. It is not a Pepto-Bismol pink. It is a pink, a blue pink. And I love it. And I'm so happy that I got it. So yeah. Wanted to make this one quick, so glad you guys tuned in. I will have another unboxing next week, so I hope to get that video for you guys before I start putting it away. I forget to do that again. So I will eventually have to go through some of my trims and laces and find out what I haven't shown you, because there were tons of goodies that came in. But yeah, until next time, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, great nights, and thanks. See ya.